What's up, guys? My name is Nefc. God bless you. Welcome to my channel. So today I thought I'd run down the preset of pedals that I use and the guitar, explaining how to play the solo on Falling in the Black by Skillet. So first thing I'm going to do is explain the solo itself, and then after that I will explain the pedals that I use and what setting each pedal and amp is set on. So we'll start with solo. So what you're going to want to do is on the third thickest string, you're going to want to start on the 10th fret. Note that you're going to want to be muting the whole first part of the solo. So you're going to start on the third thickest string on the 10th fret. Then you're going to go to the 4th string on the 12th fret. Then go down to, on the same string, go down to the 11th fret. Then back to the 12th. Then after doing that once, alternating between 12, 11, 12, once, you're going to want to move up a note or a fret on the third thickest string and go to the 9th fret. So it's going to sound a little like this. So you only do the alternating once each note. So what I mean is okay, so here, this is what I mean. That's one. That's one. So that's all you got to do for that whole first part. It's not. It's better if you mute. You can open it. It's just how you prefer to play guitar. Me personally, I like the way it sounds muted, but it's completely up to you and your preference. I mean, feel free to shred on this solo. There's a lot of freedom on the guitar and for this song. And then after you've completed that part, you're going to want to go to the 5th fret and do a pull off. So you're going to want, it's going to sound a little like, and you're going to go up the scale. So you're going to go want to go 5, 7, 8, 10, and then you want to go 13, 12. So it's going to sound. And then after you hit that 12, you're going to want to go back to the 13th and bend. So I'll explain that part. So after you've completed the pull-offs up the scale, excuse me. Once you completed that bend on the 13th note, you're going to want to go up a little bit on, you're going to want to go up to the 4th string. After you've done the bend, you go 12, 13, and then 12, 14 on the 4th string. After you've hit the 14th fret on the 4th string, you go down to the 11th fret on the 4th string. So it sounds like this. So let's run through it one more time all the way up to that point. So you're going to mute the whole first part of the solo, and then you're going to do the pull-offs. And then once you stop at 12, you go back to 13, bend, and then go up one string. And then hit 12, 14, go back to 11. So let's try that one. Let's recap and try that one. So after that, you enter into the next part of the solo where you bend entirely on 14 and 15 on the 6th string. That's all you got to do. After you hit 11 on the 4th string, immediately go to bending on the 14th and 15th. So let's try that. play the whole solo just so you can get an idea on how the part after the 14th, 15th bending goes, and that way you can see what picking pattern you're gonna use. So as you just saw, after you do the bending on the 14th and 15th fret on the 6th string, you go immediately to 12th fret on the 5th string. I may have done that wrong, I'm sorry. But what we're focusing on now is this. So after you've done the bending, that's going to be the 12th fret on the 5th string, and then the 11th fret on the 6th string. So now let's try that. Okay, so after you do this part, you go immediately to, this is where things speed up a little bit. So you go immediately to 16th fret on the 5th string. So all I do mostly is just pull off rapidly. So you go 12th on the 5th string, 11th on the 6th string, and then 16th fret on the 5th string down to the 13th fret on the 5th string, and then that's where you basically do a pull off between 12 and 13. After you do that rapid pull off, you go to the 16th fret on the 4th string. So it's going to sound like this. And then after that part comes where you do the rapid alternate picking, and basically you ascend the scale one more time on the 6th string, starting on 14, and then you go 15, and then you go 17, and then you, instead of going directly to 19, you go to 20, and then you go down to 19. So it's going to sound like. And that itself is the solo. That's all basically how you do it. So let's run through the solo entirely without stopping, and let's practice that. So if you got that, congratulations. You have just learned an amazing solo of an amazing song. Me personally, this is one of the first solos that I learned besides the solo to Feel Invincible, which I could do a tutorial another time on. But if you were able to get this, I'm very happy for you. So for the next part of this tutorial, I'm going to run down the pedals that I use for this preset. So I'm using a lead preset, and then so I'm gonna run down in order. I am using a Pod Go, Line 6 Pod Go. So if you use this exact system, you should know how to arrange the pedals on this. If you're using an alternate system like HX Stomp or something, you can try to figure out these pedals. It should be the same with an HX Stomp. I may be mistaken. Or if you're using regular pedals, it might be a little different. But definitely feel free to use this to use this preset the way I'm explaining it. I should have these out available soon. For anybody to just ask me, and I can send them the link. Not the link, but I can send them the preset itself, and if they have a line 6, they can just plug it in directly into their line 6 using the line 6 Podgo Edit app. So the first pedal that I run through is it's under the distortion section on the Podgo. It's called an air apparent booster pedal. So the gain I have it at 6.9 and the tone I have it at 5.0. The presence is at 0.0. The clipping is in overdrive. The gain mod is higher, and the level is 6.2. And everything after that is, which is only the voltage after that, but it's all default after that. And then after that, I run into an overdrive pedal, which is also under the distortion section. If you're browsing through the pedals on a Podgo and you create a preset, it's under the distortion section as well, all the way down towards the end. It's an overdrive pedal. So the drive I have that was set at 100%. The bass, the mid, and the treble are 50% default. On each of them is 50% each of them, and the output is 65%. And the amp that I'm running, that I have on this preset, is an archetype lead. So for the drive, I have it at 5.8, the bass at 5.4, the mid at 6.8, treble 6.7, presence 6.5. And then, okay, so here's one thing. If somebody would like to use this, for me, the ideal volume control that I have on this amp, it's the most ideal volume control. I have the channel volume at 7.6 and the master at 2.5. Everything comes out super crisp. It's not too loud, but it's not too low either. So this is mostly the setting for the channel volume and the master. This is the normal setting I use for each of my lead presets. Everything after that setting is default. After that, I run through a reverb pedal, which is labeled a room. The decay, I have it at 6.0. The pre-delay is at 11 ms. Everything after that is default. The cab, I don't normally mess with it. It's fine how it is as a default. And then after that comes a delay pedal, which is labeled an Adriatic delay. So for the time, I have it at 501 ms. And then if you change that up, if you're doing it by like the dotted notes, I have it set at 1/8 dotted note. The scale was 75%. Feedback is 50. Noise is 3.6. Everything after that is just like default. The next pedal that comes after that is an EQ pedal, known as the parametric. I leave that completely default because it's beautiful and it's amazing as it is on default. It does its job very well. And that is my whole pedal rundown for that solo. And feel free to use the way I have these pedals organized, because I use this specific preset for any type of lead, or like any type of lead or backup, even backup songs on guitar. So this specific preset on my worship songs, on any song that's like it has a lot of drive to it, and it needs lead, I use this specific preset. If I turn off the delay and keep the reverb, or turn off the reverb and just keep the drive, it's beautiful for a backup kind of guitar sound. So I hope this has been a blessing to you, and God bless you. Until next time.